Has humanity always needed the concept of a higher power? This question has echoed through the corridors of time, shaping philosophies and guiding the pens of some of the greatest thinkers in history. Today, we delve into the compelling arguments presented by two such philosophers, Ibn Sina, a towering figure of Islamic philosophy, and René Descartes, a foundational voice in Western thought. Their insights, contrasted with critical viewpoints such as those of Bertrand Russell, provide a rich tapestry of thought on the existence and necessity of God. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna in the Western world, approached the existence of God through a methodical and rational process. His famous Proof of the Truthful argues that all beings in existence depend on something else for their existence. This chain of dependencies, he posits, cannot regress infinitely. There must be an ultimate cause, a necessary being upon which everything else depends, but which itself depends on nothing. This necessary being, Ibn Sina identifies as God. His argument emphasizes the inherent limitations of the physical world and the logical necessity of an originating power. In a different part of the world and a different era, René Descartes introduces his argument for God's existence with what is often called the trademark argument. Descartes suggests that the idea of a perfect being, which is God, must have a cause that is itself perfect. Since humans are imperfect and could not have conceived of something as perfect as God on their own, this idea must have been placed in humans by a perfect being, thus proving God's existence. Descartes' discourse pivots on the clarity and distinctiveness of our perceptions, asserting that our innate idea of God is itself proof of his reality. While both philosophers argue for a divine presence that anchors the reality of all other beings, their foundations differ. Ibn Sina's argument springs from a metaphysical perspective of necessity and causation, while Descartes unfolds from epistemological grounds, focusing on the nature of human cognition and the idea of perfection. Moving to the 20th century, Bertrand Russell stands as a critique to these classical proofs of God's existence. Russell famously argued that much of the philosophical attempts to prove God's existence are fallacious. He questioned the very basis of these arguments, suggesting that the concept of a necessary being does not imply its existence in reality. In his view, the existence of God is not required to explain the universe and the natural phenomena within it. His empirical approach brought a new dimension to the debate, focusing on observable evidence and logical analysis. As we weave through these arguments, a pattern emerges. The discourse on the necessity of God straddles various domains of thought, from the metaphysical to the epistemological and into the empirical. Ibn Sina and Descartes provide compelling reasons for believing in a higher power, anchoring their arguments in the limitations and capacities of human understanding and the structure of existence itself. On the other hand, thinkers like Bertrand Russell challenge us to reconsider the grounds of these arguments, pushing the debate into the territories of observable evidence and logical scrutiny. In conclusion, the question of whether the existence of God is essential continues to be a vibrant and evolving dialogue. Ibn Sina and Descartes contribute richly to this conversation, offering perspectives that underscore a transcendental anchor for existence and knowledge. Meanwhile, critiques like those from Bertrand Russell remind us of the ongoing need to question and validate our assumptions. This dialogue not only deepens our understanding of the divine, but also enhances our grasp of human reason and the mysteries of the universe. Whether one leans towards a divine necessity or a more skeptical viewpoint, the debate itself is a testament to the profound capabilities of human thought and the ever-unfolding nature of philosophical inquiry.